Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers. We try to bring you exciting shows every week, and we think we've got a good one for you today. We're featuring someone that lives here locally, but is actually nationally known.
She's Angela Masson, and she's here with her husband, Mark.
Angela has a YouTube channel called Angela Masson Fashion Over 50.
Thank you so much for stopping by. I know, like me, a lot of y'all out there love you some shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they don't live here year-round. They're one of those, you know, snowbirds.
That's all right.
They live up in Michigan. I don't know why. You know, the University of Michigan, you know, Notre Dame, you know, we're not going crazy about Michigan. But they've agreed to come in today, and we're going to find out why they're here, how they got here, where they live, what they do. It's going to be fun. So let's bring them in. Here they are, Angela and Mark Masson.
Hi.
Thanks to you both for coming over today.
Thanks for having us.
Now, you live in the villages half time.
Yes.
Where do you live?
We live in Hammock at Fenny, south.
Okay. Now, that was a recent addition to the villages.
Yes.
But Finney itself has been there for a while.
It has.
Yes, it has.
And how do you like living down there?
Love it.
I love it. The trees down there are beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are near two really nice executive golf courses. They're practically in your backyard, aren't they?
They are.
Yes. that
Gray Fox and Red Fox.
Right.
Yes.
And you're a golfer?
I am. I play golf. I don't know if I'm a golfer per se.
Do you play golf?
I just started.
Yay.
I was one of the people that said I would never do it. It
I
was
did
just
the same.
him doing, the golf. You go do that. And since we've been down here, I thought, all right, I might as well. You
Might as
know?
well.
Yeah.
And you being a fashionista, fashion over 50, are you going to do a show on golf attire?
At the moment, I have one golf outfit. I think I need more. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to kind of up my game there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about fashion before we get to know them, but since we brought it up, women's golf attire, you see everything on these courses. You see spandex, you see mini skirts on 70-year-old ladies.
Yes.
Are there any hard and fast rules for fashion when it comes to, say, retired folks getting out on the golf course?
I don't know. You know what? You have to wear what makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And as long as it's acceptable on the golf course and, they feel good in it, I feel like they should, do what makes them happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you see somebody playing and you go, whoa, how they pick that? Do they not have a mirror in their house? But
I think the rules too are a little bit lax for the girls. We don't have to wear the collars and the button-down collar and everything. We can have a round collar.
you remember the story when she got thrown out of a golf course?
Yes, the very first month
Was
we
it
were
a sports
here.
team or Air Force?
Yeah,
That's
I had a T-shirt with a name on it, and you can't do that.
Oh,
and,
boy.
Oh my gosh!
Not
And
really thrown out.
Well, yeah, he says you're not supposed to wear that, and I thought, well, that's all I have.
And just walking away. Well, here's the other thing too. Normally, when you get up in age, like we are, mini skirts become kind of something that looks like it might not be a good deal, to wear on us nowadays.
Right.
But on the golf course, they've got those cute little skirts, with the shorts underneath.
Yep.
And I feel like that's definitely more acceptable on the golf course.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'm glad you're playing. I think you'll really love it. She wouldn't do it for $1 million 5 years ago.
Whoa.
But now, she played yesterday.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, you know what? You got to get out there and try. You might as well.
That is. I have fun. He takes it really seriously. He's like, it's a sport. I said, it's not a sport. It is an activity for me.
By serious, she means that I ask her not to talk while people are swinging. Or to mark your ball.
Or track his ball.
Or maybe even to warm up for at least a minute before you start playing. So those are some pretty serious things about golf that I stress for her.
But it's all fun for me.
I don't want her to come back with an injury. I got to eat.
But you want her to come back, though, too,
Yeah,
right?
I do.
So I know. It's kind of that balance. I say the same thing to him.
All right, you're in Hammock at Fenny.
Yes.
You came here from Michigan. How'd that all happen?
Really, COVID was the motivator. We realized that we could work from just about anywhere. And Angie's always hated the cold weather anyway, so we were looking for a reason to come south.
Get out.
We've always been attracted to Florida. And she booked 2 or 3 towns for us to stay in a couple of years ago, where we stayed in Destin and Mount Dora and the villages. And that summer, after those trips, all we talked about were the villages and how much we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And that fall, which was about a year and a half ago now, we contacted a realtor and had him start looking for a model that was just like the model that we stayed in the lifestyle visit, which was called the Arlington. So he pointed out 3 neighborhoods that were currently being developed, and we found an Arlington in this hammock at Fenny that we really liked.
And it's history.
It's history.
What are the features in an Arlington? That's a courtyard villa?
It is. We wanted a courtyard villa for our little dog. We wanted a 3-bedroom. We wanted a brick and stucco home. And we liked the 2-car attached garage, although I wish I had a little bit bigger garage at this point. So we just liked the layout. It worked for us.
Yeah. And I kind of think it was just meant to be. You know, when you go into one of those lifestyle visits and you get accustomed to the home that they put you in, you're like, well, I kind of like that. You know, I'm used to it. So we went looking for the same kind of thing.
When we stayed lifestyle, we thought this courtyard villa has everything that you want in a home.
Yeah.
Of course, you're not going to get a basement. You're not going to get much of an attic, and you're not going to get much of a garage. But the living quarters are really comfortable and well laid out. And we stayed in Alden Bungalows. Is that where you stayed?
I think it was right next door.
Atwood.
Atwood.
Okay. Yeah, those are lovely homes in there. All right, so you came from Michigan. You came down and tried a few places. You settled on the villages.
Yeah.
And now you're here, but you're snowbirds.
Yes.
And you're right now, it's the time of year you're getting ready to head north, aren't you?
We are getting ready to
We'll
go
be home
back home
before Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Although we watch with the word home now, because we have 2 homes.
Right.
So we think of Michigan still as a home, but we're starting to get back to thinking Florida.
What part of Michigan?
We're in the southeast corner. We're just north of Ann Arbor, about a half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I make Michigan jokes just because they're big rivals with Notre Dame, but we know a lot of great folks from Michigan, and we have a lot of friends from Michigan.
And we both went to University of Michigan. Yeah. So
not at the same time, though.
Should we
She's
leave
a little
now?
bit younger.
No. There's the door. No, just
right.
What steps do you have to take in your courtyard villa to get ready to leave it for how many months?
Well, we're not going to come back full time until October, so that'd be 5 months.
Yeah.
But we do plan on coming in July for a couple of weeks. But we're not going to do much. I talked to our exterminator. He suggested that we actually put the cellophane over the toilet bowls and over the toilet tank, and to plug all the drains with stoppers. So we'll do that. We'll turn off the water. That's it. I'm going to leave the air conditioner on at about 80 degrees, and our sprinkler is automatic, and I can control that from my phone, as well as
You have the app,
AC.
Yeah, for our temperature in our house too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Have you made friends with neighbors that can kind of keep an eye on the place?
Oh,
We
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be fine too.
Yeah.
You know, they can stop in and make sure there's no, nothing going on major there. So,
We have a little camera that faces the front, so we can see if the lawn's being mowed and
right.
the sprinkler's working.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
People get down on snowbirds, but actually, like our buddy Mike, who's behind that camera right there. Mike leaves for 5 or 6 months, but he still pays his amenity fees.
Yeah.
And we all enjoy it all year round. So the crowds are a little bit bigger when the snowbirds are here, but we make some good friends. They continue paying their fair share even when they're not here. Yeah. That makes it a little less attractive to me, that you have to pay those things all year round and the taxes for year round. Do you ever see yourselves as full-timers?
Oh, gosh.
Absolutely.
We have talked about this, but the thing that's kind of holding us back at this point are our kids.
Sure.
They're still living in the house in Michigan, which is great because when we leave, we know that the house is being taken care of. If something major happens, they're going to be on it, hopefully. And, so that kind of gives us some comfort. But the more we're down here, the more we love it. All the activities and the weather, and there's so many things to like about the villages. So I think at some point that conversation is going to be like contractions, where it's going to keep coming up more and more, until the point where we're like, all right, we need to figure this out.
Yes.
Yeah.
You mentioned activities. What kind of activities do you like to do here in the villages?
So far, we have gone to yoga. I have gotten him to go to yoga class with me.
Yes.
And
Awesome.
so that's been great because he's a biker. And so that really stretches out his muscles when before he wasn't doing that. So we do that. We've been into the golfing, and I've taken a cardio drumming class. That was fun.
That's fun.
I need to get myself there more. I don't have the equipment.
Yeah.
And so I just borrowed it and tried it out to see, like, do I even like this before, we go in full tilt?
Get that big ball. Yeah.
Right.
Who doesn't like it? It's fun, right?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Make some noise, pound on something.
Pound on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you golf together and do all your activities together, or do you do some without him?
We've been golfing once a week together in this little neighborhood golf league. It's very informal.
Yeah.
So, but that gets us out every week together, and then I'll try to golf during the week once with her sometimes and without as well.
Do you ride bikes?
Yeah.
Do you
She
ride
has a
bikes?
bike.
I have a bike, but it is one of those no-speed bikes. Yeah. It's a pretty beach bike. Okay, I bought it because it was pretty.
Yeah, I know.
And then I get on there and it has no speeds, and I'm, out on a windy day, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't think so. It's going to go back in the garage, But he's got a great bike, so.
Yeah, I like to ride on these multimodal pathways. So
absolutely.
I try to ride 3 or 4 days a week for exercise.
We're cheaters. We're e-bikers. We love the e-bike.
You're the guy that passes me, or people on those e-bikes.
I hear you back there.
Get off your road. We're coming through.
But you mentioned the wind. An e-bike is so nice in the wind because you can get a little more assist.
Yeah.
Or if you're really tired, you just give it the old throttle and
zoom out.
Heck yeah, just the breeze in your face.
It's good to get out in the
enjoy.
sunshine and just see things and stay away from the refrigerator and the television.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So you're doing some activities.
Yeah.
But Angela, if anybody knows, I know, you spend a lot of time on your YouTube.
I do. It's like my full-time job now. And it never started that way. No. I'm sure, like you, it started out as kind of like a hobby, and I'm going to spend a little time doing this, and it's something I enjoyed, like we've talked about you as well. And then it kind of turns into more. And now I'm to the point where I'm doing just one video a week, and that takes hours with everything involved to get it all done.
Can we see a little clip of your videos here?
Oh, sure. How in the world do you stay so thin in your 50s? Well, today we are taking a dive into what I eat in a day and what I do for exercise. Hey friends, so good to see you all again today. Already be a pretty stressful situation, especially if you're traveling outside the country. So today I am sharing some pretty interesting and needed items that are going to make your next trip in or out of the country even better.
It looks like fun.
It is fun. I enjoy it. I've always enjoyed fashion. So for me, this channel kind of evolved from getting boxes in the mail because I was kind of bored, and I'm like, oh, let's see how they style me. And now it's kind of evolved into helping women over 50 feel more confident in their style, because I know we get to that age where it's like, what store do we go shop in now?
Yes.
What do we wear that, that will really look good on us? It won't look too old or not too young.
Yeah.
So I've kind of gotten, evolved into a channel where I talk about that a lot.
Well, quickly, what's this white after Labor Day? Is that a thing in Florida, or can we wear white anytime we want?
I'm saying, some of those rules were made up long time ago. I mean, to the point where they were wearing like the, Victorian things up here, the long dress. Wear what you want, okay? It's fine. You can wear white after Labor Day.
Yeah.
And before Memorial Day.
There you go.
Where do you do most of your shows?
At home, honestly. I mean, if we're in Florida, I'm in the living room and I'll try to do B-roll shots, whether it's in-house or in-store. And up in Michigan, we've got a great environment too. I feel like I have more room there to kind of showcase the outfits. So,
Do you have any favorite stores that you like to feature clothing from?
I like affordable clothing. For me, I don't like to spend a lot of money on one item because if I get tired of wearing it or it goes out of style, I don't care as much if I'm going to donate that, right? I didn't spend a lot of money. So I like Nordstrom Rack and I like Walmart, Target, things like that, that I can go find things that are like, that's fun for the time. And then I'm done with that, you know?
We interviewed Gary Lewis of Gary Lewis and the Playboys a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Great guy, super musician. And he had a shirt on, and I said, I like that shirt.
Yeah.
And he said, plug Robert Graham. Okay, I looked it up. $445.
Gotta be kidding me.
No.
I told Jerry, he's not getting it.
No.
I loved it, but hey, Robert Graham, if you're listening, XX.
Send it his way.
Yeah, I'll review it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's out of a common person's,
Yeah.
So you go to stores and bring home the clothes and do the shows at home.
Yeah, because then that gives me the freedom to kind of really look around in the stores and put things together, and then I can get home and do the final try on for everyone.
Yeah. And just like us, you do your own filming and your own audio and all that business.
Yes.
Once in a while, we're lucky enough to capture Mike over here, and Mike will help us out, which we really appreciate. And your productions look slick.
Very good.
I am, it's a process. Over time, I think you evolve as well, and you find out little tricks, or I'm gonna try this time and see how that works out. And you just over how many times, right? We do this. You get a little bit better each time, and that makes a difference.
Okay, so today we're going to have a little fun. It won't be on today's show, but you can catch it on her show, which is going to air sometime around May 18th.
Yes.
And she's going to kind of straighten us out a little bit. Well, that's a big job, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't really think you guys need a lot of straightening out. I think it's just going to be for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Not a major overhaul, but she's going to tell me some things I can be comfortable in without offending people.
And without spending $445
Yeah.
on a shirt.
None of those shirts.
Exactly. No major money.
All right. I hope you enjoyed this visit with Angela and Mark. They're great people. They're neighbors. We're sorry they have to leave and go back up to Michigan. But it was fun to have you guys here in the house.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you for
Thanks for
having
having
us.
us.
Yeah.
If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share it with all your friends. Until next time.
See you when you get here.